Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. Now here's Murray. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Bojan Bogdanovic checked in for Smith. The free throw drops from Murray.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
Zubac with a screen on Murray. Takes a 3, and he buries his first look.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Lyles a screen. 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Barrett from outside the arc. And Hazonia pulls it down.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Saric a screen on Murray. Saric outside. Pass to Hazonia. Outside Bogdanovic. Zubac with a screen on Barrett. Bogdanovic, no good. Left side Murray. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Barrett. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Olynyk. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. It's rebounded by Zubac.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Shot's good by Saric.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now here's Murray. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Hazonia. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Buries it down low. 5 points in the game.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Outside Barrett. Here's Olynyk. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
And a nice find by Barrett. He has a complete game.
Saric outside. Outside Bogdanovic. Sinks the tray.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Lyles. Pass to Barrett. 46 seconds left in the first. And that one drops for him.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
And here's Zubac. Bogdanovic with it. Here's Hazonia. He's got 5. Zubac with a screen on Murray. Rebound by Olynyk.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He nails it, and we're tied.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Leading by 3, and the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Fades. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
A dynamic score. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Smith outside. Picked by Smith from deep. Pure from 3-point range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shai playing big inside.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 4 for 6 from the floor here tonight. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
The 3 is up. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. From the elbow, and Dort with the bucket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort's got his first points of the game.
2 minutes.
Pass to Azonia. Saric with it. We've got 1:48 left in the second period. Here's Azonia. On target from range. He's got 11.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Brooks left side. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the shot. Shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And it's good. 2 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. 1:03 left in the second. Murray passes to Olynyk. Now here's Murray. From the arc. It's hauled in by Saric.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Zubats. Back to Šarić. Here's the three. Hits the trifecta. Šarić has got 5.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Lyles. Outside for Dort, and here's Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Fires in the triple. Murray's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And let's move on and see. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Murray out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Šarić outside. Pass to Hezonja. Drops in the 3. 14 points for him.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside Murray. Right side Barrett. Here's Lyles with his first shot attempt. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Lyles has gotten his first basket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Second personal foul.
First one falls.
At the line for the away team. Number 2. Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Barrett. Pass to Lyles. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Now here's Šarić. Here's Hezonja. The 3 ball. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Olynyk against Zubats. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Thursday, and then on Thursday.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get. But I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Smith outside, to the wing, right side. Pass to Zubats. Here's Hezonja. 17 points in the game. Sharic's shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Zubats. Zubats against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pass to Šarić. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And he gets the bucket. He's got 19.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
.105 left to play in the third. Murray passes to Clark. Now here's Murray, guarded closely. Outside Barrett, over Bogdanovich. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Yeah, look at Barrett being resourceful on offense, not passing up those mid-range shot opportunities.
Pass to Zubats. Here's Perkichin, Dort defending. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Barrett lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Barrett's got 6.
There's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
15 seconds left in the third. Pass to Perkichin, 5 to shoot. Over Dort. And it's Perkichin missing. What if it goes? Doesn't go that time. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Down low. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The game now all tied up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points here in the second half.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Pass to Perkichin. Over Dort. Hits the front of the rim and out. Shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Here's Brooks. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Brooks has gotten his first bucket of the night.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's good from Smith. And here is Barrett. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Screen by Olynyk. Barrett can't hit. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Šarić, high post. Smith outside. Pass to Azonia. Smith outside. Clock at 6. Buries it from 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Here's Hazonia. Zubac with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Hazonia gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Will it go? And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Smith. From 17, jump shot is good that time.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Zubac. Gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Smith outside. Pass to Hazonia. Shot clock at 5. And here's Šarić for 3. He buries it from 3.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Zubac passes to Smith. Zubac screen to the left wing. Pass to Smith. Šarić left side. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Banked it in off the glass.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
So the road team gets the W in this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
Season entering its final stages now. It really is a marathon, isn't it?
Man, Kevin, town to town, games piling up, dealing with weather, flight delays, people wanting tickets. I mean, all the things that add up to a season. And on and off the court, it is a grind. And you know the players at this point in the year are always feeling it.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Aldama in at the power forward position. To Diaz. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aprinas. And Benyama with the rebound. Now Reza Shea to the paint. Here's Sarr. Count the basket.
The endless length of Alex Sarr helping his impact down low.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Diaz, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team. Diaz at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Gobert, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Garuba, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Here's Abrinas. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Sarr with it. Defended by Aldama. Pass to Rizachet. And the 3 off target. Aldama inside. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Jacks up a 3. Abrinas' shot is off. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hayes dishes to Gobert. Rizachet with it. There's the pick. Inside. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Pass to Aldama. Knocked away. Here's Diaz. Covered by Hayes. Diaz, good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Rizachet. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. And you take a look at this home team. They've had a great season. We'll look to extend that into the playoffs. Driving to the basket. It's deflected. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Aldama. Here's Abrinas. Bangs home the trifecta. Abrinas has got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Sarr. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to Abrinas. Back to Aldama. From deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Sarr's shot is off.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Diaz. Three-pointer. Craps in the tray. 7 points in the game. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Leading by just 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Good on the bucket.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Rizachet. Connects from three-point range. Rizachet's got 6.
Got to get out on that if you're the defense. This rookie Rizachet can really do damage from the perimeter.
Now, here's Rubio. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Garuba's got his second basket of the night. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
A three-pointer is right on target.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Rizachet ready to go once he got it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Rubio left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Rubio's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here is the 2K leaderboard. What a terrific defensive performance these teams have had since All-Star.
And guys, how about the defense we've seen here in the painted area from both of these clubs in the second half of the season? The block numbers are really off the charts.
Hayes the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Hayes. Pass to Rizachet. Hernan Gomez against Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama with an evasive move.
Man, this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Now, Hernan Gomez. Back to Abrinas. High arcing shot from outside the arc. And Sarr pulls it down. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Sarr with it. Here's the 3. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Here's Abrinas. Buries the long-range jumper. Abrinas has got 8 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Rizachet. Sarr sets the screen for Rizachet. Good on the triple.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Here's Abrinas. He's got 8. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. With 1 on the clock, he can't hit that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined.
All right, fellas. And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Zachary Rizachet has been, in a word, sensational.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
We've got Hayes. Sarr out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Rizachet, and it's Fournier in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Wembanyama, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Out to the right wing. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Pass to Sarr. Lock at 6. Such a wide open look. Sarr's got 6 points. A magnificent 69% in this game. Diaz the pass to Aldama. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
And let's review some numbers for Abrinas. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Pass to Rizachet. Takes a 3. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Aldama can't hit.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Abrinas. 8 points for him. And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain. I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Diaz the pass to Hernan Gomez. His first shot coming late, and he uses the glass on the layup. And Gomez has got his first basket of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Wembanyama against Hernan Gomez. Wembanyama passes to Fournier. 4 on the clock. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Diaz. Hits the three-point bomb. Diaz has got 12.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For 3, Fournier nailed from three-point land.
How about Fournier, the aggressive answer, 3 of his own.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Diaz. Wembanyama with the rebound. Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Now here's Hayes. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Fournier. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. They lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here. with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Pass to Gobert. Now Batum. Here's Yabusele. Goes up with it, and it's finished off by Batum. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
Batum's 6'8", but really sneaky with those long arms. Can go inside and score.
Bounce pass, Rubio. Basket, good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Chang, the pass to Yabusele. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Koulibaly. Over in the corner, Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Yabusele. There's the three. Rubio with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Hernan Gomez down low. Defended by Batum. Rubio with it. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. For three. And he's good on the three ball.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Sharon Lou as he talked with the team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Drills the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
He's the pass to Wembanyama.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Abrinas to the left side wing. Here's Diaz, covered by Hayes. Hernan Gomez a screen.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
In a crucial moment, too. He's been doing that all night. No one's come close to stopping him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hayes finds Wembanyama over Hernan Gomez. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
First team foul.
Home team on D. And Fournier over to help. Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game now, looking to finish.
No, great job of getting in position, to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
Second team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. "27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Inside. Money!
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even in a power finish.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Diaz.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And Hayes kicks to Fournier. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Fournier not going to back down.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Sarr's shot is off. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for the away team.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, we
Just past the All-Star break, what does the focus turn into for these teams now?
You know, B.A., when the All-Star break is in the rear view, you know it's go time. This is the time of year where you have to give it your all.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Smith. Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Hazonia in at the small forward position. Shot from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now here's Exum. Outside Giddey. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
Beautiful execution, getting it away quickly. Giddey just wasting no time.
Pass to Hazonia. Fires the three, and the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Smith finds Saric. Here's Hazonia. He's got 5. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And there it is for him.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Charic outside. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Mills, the pass to Landale. And Smith over to help him. And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul. Green's checked in for Ingles.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mills.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Landale with a screen. The three. Tries again. Great D that time from Zubats.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Pass to Azonia. Here's Perkichin. And he buries his first look.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Outside Mills. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. There's the triple. Axum gets the bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Zubats. Here's Perkichin. Good on the bucket. Perkichin's gotten his second bucket.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Exum outside. Out to the wing. Outside Giddey. No one near him. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Giddey's got 5 now.
Giddey continues to work on improving his offensive game, including his mid-range jumper.
Pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. Here's Hazonia. Now here's Smith. Here's Perkichin. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Smith against Giddey. Here's Landale. Back to Giddey. Up and over Smith. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Leading by a point. Don't go away. We'll be back. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
We've got Green, Dyson Daniels out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Baines in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Jacks up a 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Aaron Baines is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Green in at the 3, small forward. Nails it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And he comes up with a bucket. Here's Simmons. Still no points. Ben Simmons is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Green. And it's Ingles in at the 4-man position.
Daniels using that vision.
And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
They've got Joe Ingles. Ben Simmons is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Here's Daniels. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Šarić. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Simmons, the pass to Ingles. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we take a look now at the season's most efficient scorers from around the league. Fourth, Josh Giddey.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
There's 1:47 left in the first half. Pass to Hezonja. Smith against Giddey. Here's Hezonja. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. And Mills pulls it down. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Landale. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. Ingles, he's checked in for Green. .114 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Zubac. Smith outside. Here's Hezonja. And here's Šarić for 3. Nails it from 3. Šarić has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Back to Giddey. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Here's Zubac. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. With the teardrop. And he lays it in. Giddey's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Smith. On the money from 12 feet away.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They're up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our...
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Did you miss? Taking a look at the visitors, they're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling overall.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Appreciate you joining.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
Dante Exum is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Landale in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. And the basket is good. The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Here's Landale. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Smith outside. Pass to Azonia. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Giddey passes to Exum. Outside Giddey. Lets it fly. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Giddey's got 11 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And this break lets us see the teams making the most of their second chances this season.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Azonia. Back to Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Azonia. He's guarded by Exum. And here's Sharge. 4 on the clock. From behind the arc. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:41 left in the third.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And they call an illegal screen here. On Monday, and then on Friday.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Outside Mills. This one for 3. Here's Landale. Soft touch off the glass. Landale's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Smith. Sweet little floater. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Mills, the pass to Green. Ingles, the screen on Bogdanovich. Counted from distance. Green's got 5 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Smith outside. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Fades and shoots. Simmons, no good. Bogdanovich passes to Sharge. And here's Smith. He's guarded by Mills. Unloads from 13. A nice shot by Smith. He has 6.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. They lead by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by Daniels. To the paint. Tipped. Pass to Simmons. On the wing, Daniels. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
They set a pick. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Offline with a three. Shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. Pass to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer, no good. Shooting it well at 59%. Outside Simmons. Now here's Green. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Smith. And he drops it in from the low post.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Giddey. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Pass to Smith. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Giddey with it. Puts one up from 19. That one's good. Nothing but net.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Ingles against Saric. Pass to Landale. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth. Cavs. Mills with the bucket.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Smith. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Landale, the pass to Giddey. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
So they get the victory here at home. A competitive game. You have to feel. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along.
These two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Diaz in at the point guard position. Here's Abrinas. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray outside. Here's Lyles. And it's good off the back rim and in. The visitors with the ball. Here's Diaz. To the paint, trying to find Hernan Gomez. To him.
And this is what the coaches want to see more of from Willie, attacking the rim with big-time attitude.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside, Barrett. With the shot. Aldama with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Abrinas. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Diaz. Wide open shot is on the money. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Murray. Launches a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
Aldama with the ball. Here's Diaz. Here's Abrinas. Drops one in from the wing. Abrinas has got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
From downtown, Aldama with the rebound. Gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the call will be against R.J. Bent. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. Abrinas has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Olenek the pass to Dort. Goes up on the wing, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You can just see the development of Lou Dort's game. Gets himself into that in-between area and makes it look easy.
Pass to Abrinas. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Brooks. Outside, Dort over Hernangomez. No good with the wing jumper.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Rubio. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
Rubio. 3.
7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Murray. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Murray's got 5. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 6. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still scoreless.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And here is Brooks after the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of the season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Onside, Barrett. Rubio against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Brooks kicks to Dort. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 6, and good that time.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Brooks against Hernangomez, and it's blocked. They retain possession. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
True on the 14-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more reliable as a jump shooter. With everything else in his game, look out.
Substitution.
Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Dort, he's checked in for Barrett. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Murray. Here's Rubio. Here's Hernan Gomez, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I tell you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooks outside. Back to Murray.
And what I like about Murray is how he just goes at you. He doesn't hold back on either end and uses his motor to wear you down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
And so Murray nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Nice D from Brooks.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Now here's Olynyk. Here's Murray beyond the arc. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
Pass to Aldama. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. Aldama's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And here is Dort. Driving inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This guy makes easy work getting through the lane. No one getting in Lou Dort's way on that one. Smart decision.
Here's Diaz. He's covered by Murray. Takes the 3. Cans it from downtown. Diaz has got his second bucket tonight. And we finished one half of basketball. They're up by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
And time for a look here at. And that's all for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Kelly Olynyk. Jamal Murray is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Lyles in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Diaz. There's Here's the screen. The three is rebounded by Barrett. Is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And Barrett slams it in.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. And you take a look at this home team. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. Pass to Abrinas. Now Eldama fires the three. Bounce pass from Hernan Gomez. There's a screen by Eldama. Here's Diaz. It's hauled in by Lyle.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Barrett the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Pass to Eldama. Here's Diaz. There's a good screen. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the jumper is good. Diaz has got his 3rd bucket of the night. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
George, he's checked in for Trey Lyons.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Pass to Rubio. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot. Rubio's got 9.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And Olynyk kicks to Murray. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 13 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And here's Rubio. He's got 9. It's deflected.
Well, you want the activity and the disruptive ability of R.J. Barrett to be on display. It is right there.
Murray, good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Murray against Rubio. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Abrinas. Rubio outside. Shoots the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Rubio's got 6 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work there as it goes.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Here's Rubio. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Now, Alexander Walker. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot, no good. Here's Garuba. He's covered by Clark. Good on the shot.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. Clark with a wide-open look. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Rubio with a wide-open look. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Rubio with it. Fires from deep. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He knows every possession is critical now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, and with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for the away team. Diaz.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Wiles.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Murray. Releases. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Pass to Diaz. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Here's Diaz. Gilgeous-Alexander covered. Here he goes. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Diaz. Count it!
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Here's Diaz. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. From past the arc. Laces one from 3.
Nice play. They're now in control. Just have to play smart, solid defense here. No quick buckets and no easy threes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Off target from downtown.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother.
Kind of game this is going to be, RJ.
Yeah, you don't expect a lot of offense on the interior. These teams take a high volume of threes, and they make a high volume as well.
Now the starting group for the visitors. The three from Rizashe. Gets the three ball to go.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Rizashe's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Antetokounmpo outside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. The three from Rizashe. Can't get a second shot to fall, now 1 of 2. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Gobert's checked in for Sarr. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Pass to Rizashe. Here's Fournier. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Kalathis. Fournier covering. And here is Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. That three's off the mark.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Wembanyama, that shot off.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Wembanyama against Antetokounmpo. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Wembanyama. 15 in his last outing. Fournier with the bucket.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And now with a break in the action, here's a look at some of the best passing big men in the league this season. 5th on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
The way they move the ball is tremendous. I love seeing that kind of pass work being done out of the post.
The home team on D, leading by 5. Antetokounmpo outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one misses. They've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. To the middle. Back to Batum. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
Substitution for the away team. Number 43, Thanasis.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Kalathis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Kalathis. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And he buries his first look.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Fournier. 6 points for him. That one falls.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
No good with a layup. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
We've got Bilal Coulibaly. He's out there with Risache. Nicholas Batum out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Yabusele in at the 4-man position. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
And the shot's good. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo has got his first points of the night.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Coulibaly. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
You look at Wembanyama. Fan voting has placed him all the way up at the number 3 spot in the East.
I mean, who isn't going to vote for this guy? He's had a stellar season so far.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Pass to Kalaitzakis, to the wing on the left. And Gobert with a block. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Now here's Coulibaly. And the layup is good.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Dorsey. Down low. Pass to Kalaitzakis. Now Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Good D by Gobert. gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Now here's Koulibaly. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Inside. Strong finish by Gobert.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
To the inside. Basket's good. He's got 5.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see the highest scoring teams over the last 10 games.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
1:03 left in the first half of this one. Sarr passes to Fournier. The 3 is up. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Out left to the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Sarr. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Wembanyama. There's the 3. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. The open J off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 10. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Al, appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree.
Now let's change gears. And that's it for halftime.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Man, you got to like what we're seeing from Evan Fournier.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We got Risache. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Sarr. Then there's Hayes, and it's Fournier in at the 2. What a make! Giannis for 3!
And some fans wince when he takes them, but Giannis can and will hit the occasional three-point shot.
Pass to Wembanyama. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
We've got Sarr. Evan Fournier is out there with Hayes. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Risache in at the small forward position. Wembanyama can't hit from the elbow. Wembanyama's gone, just 1 for 4 so far. Hayes is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Risache, and it's Sarr in at the 4. Let's go with a 3. He shoots again. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
When you got leg for days and you're quick off your feet, it's a problem. Wembanyama will find you.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. positioning himself well to send it back.
The visitors with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Pass to Hayes. Wembanyama with it. Outside Fournier. Over on Antetokounmpo. Fournier with the bucket. Fournier's got 13. Gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Antetokounmpo inside. He's got 11. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Shooting has been ridiculous. 75% of this game. Pass to Hayes. Off the mark there with a 3.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
And here is Antetokounmpo. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. And a chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. Second is Alex Sarr.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. And here's Koulibaly. Fournier for 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Both teams deciding to change it up. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Just 4 to shoot. To the middle. Yabusele cashes it in from 11 feet.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Kalathis. Yet to see a basket. In transition. And that one's good. Koulibaly.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Down low. To halt the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 7. Gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Picked by Gobert. The 3 knocks down the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Can't cash it in from close range. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 14. And time for a short break. Stay. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Rudy Gobert, Bilal Koulibaly out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Jang in at the 1. shooting an average of 43% from the floor. And he lobs it up.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
To the inside. Back to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Yabusele. 4-3. Jang gets the bucket. Jang's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So both teams making some changes here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
As always, Allie, we thank you. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Antetokounmpo against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pass to Rizachet. Wembanyama, high post. To the middle. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist by Wembanyama. Hayes has got his first 2 points of the night. Antetokounmpo outside. To the paint. Uses the glass on the layup.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Wembanyama. Misses from short range. Gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. A big-time flush by Giannis.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So,
oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Here's Antetokounmpo. There's the block. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Wembanyama. Launches it. No good that time. Gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Good D by Wembanyama.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Hayes for 3. No luck on that one. Shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. 50 seconds left in the final quarter. Gets the 3 to fall.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
Here's Rizachet. Outside Fournier. Outside for Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Now here's Fournier. Not a lot of room. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Here's Hayes. So they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up. And let's see these guys go at it.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Diaz in at the point guard position.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now, here's Zubac. Smith outside, 5 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc. Smith's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Diaz, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 5 points in the game.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Sharks looking around. Now, here's Zubac. Smith for 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Diaz. He has 5. Pass to Aldama. Lets the 3 fly. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Out to the wing. Sharch finds Smith. Now Hazonia. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Abrinas. Pass to Aldama. Latre. Sharch grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I like the effort there from Saric on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Smith. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Abrinas. Nice move. Good D by Bogdanovich. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Brad, it's hard to find someone better, isn't it, than Bojan Bogdanovich if you're looking to space the floor.
No doubt about it, one of the better spot-up shooters over the last decade that this league has seen. And Bogdanovich has deep range, so that spacing is going to allow other guys to do their work. This is the kind of guy you want in a half-court setting to make a lot of things happen.
Here's Aldama. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Abrinas with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And now, here's Hazonia. They get it again. Plays it up off the glass.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rubio with it. Still yet to score. Pass to Diaz. It's 3-pointers off the mark. 3-pointer. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Up 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Smith's shot is good. Smith's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Now Rubio to the paint. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Smith on the wing. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Rubio outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Brian, how do you like the NBA Cup?
Well, we're 1 year in, Kevin, and last year there are a few things that need to get worked out and some kinks in it, but man, it really made for some interest around the league as both player, fan, and executive. To watch a team play in that kind of competitive environment, there's always a payoff to that.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 9.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drop for Smith. Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Down low. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside, Bogdanovic gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket of the night.
Total focus from Bogdanovic on that shot, ready to fire off the feed.
Rubio outside, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here is Smith, 11 points in the game. Bogdanovic wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Rubio with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Rubio's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, you understand what the defense is trying to do, but Rubio just so creative out there to make plays.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And now, here's Hazonia. Smith outside. 1:24 left in the first half. Misses from short range. Gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Abrinas with the bucket.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Left side, Šarić. Smith outside. Takes it inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 13.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Pass to Abrinas. From the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot by Šarić, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's Diaz. He's got 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Abrinas. Can't nail the jumper. And here is Hazonia. Smith outside. The three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 16.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
And that does it for the first half of play. They lead by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes.
And since we have a chance, that'll do it for our show today.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the home team has possession. 6-point game. Ivica Zubac is out there with Saric. And it's Smith, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 slot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Here's Aldama. Inside, Hernan Gomez puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in. Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Smith the pass to Hezonja. Now Smith. 6 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes. Smith's got 18 points in the game.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Zubac against Hernan Gomez. Pass to Diaz. Hernan Gomez a screen. Off target with his 3. A tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Here's a look at some stats for Dario Saric. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Here's Diaz. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
Pass to Zubac. Smith for 3. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And it's a bring us in the corner. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Here's Aldama. Trains the three-pointer. Aldama's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Saric. Smith outside, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Smith's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hazonia kicks to Zubac. Pass to Smith. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Rubio looking it over. From deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third. Up 7. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Fires for 3. Rubio with the rebound. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth.
Stopping on the dime, Ricky Rubio on the pull-up.
An incredible 64% for the field in this game. Here's the screen. And the layup's good off the glass. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Smith for 3. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Pass to Hernan Gomez.
2 minutes.
Here's Abrinas. Over Smith. Nice form on the 20-footer.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
Zubac, the pass to Hazonia. Tries again. Šarić, that's good.
What a shot by Šarić. Wow, hard work paying off.
Gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
From 13, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Here's Smith driving in, drops in the layup for 2. Smith's got 30.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Pass to Aldama. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
A 3 off the inbound. That one misses. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3. And so here's the home team. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Here's Aldama. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.
the NBA Cup has been a roaring success. How do you see it evolve through the years now?
Well, I don't know exactly how it'll evolve, but I thought it was a great move by the NBA to give players something to play for before the end of the season.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
You love when Barrett starts to feel it from downtown.
Antetokounmpo outside. There's a screen. Oh, it's stolen. Outside Barrett. Comes up empty down low. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Driving in. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Count the basket.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. That one's good for two.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Floats one up, and Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and in.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 in his last outing. Screen by Olynyk. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Inside. Here's Calathes, defended by Murray, and that one drops. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Olynyk, fires from deep. They grab their own miss. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
So both teams changing it up here.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Brooks defending. To the right side. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Papanikolaou. Knocks down the long J. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Dort for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
They've got Dylan Brooks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Dort in at the 4. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Luguentz Dort out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Clark in at the 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he hits the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Papanikolaou. Hey, puts up a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And here's Dort. Now here's Alexander-Walker. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot won't fall. Here's Dorsey, covered by Alexander-Walker. He got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. The shot by Dorsey, no good. We've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Clark, the pass to Alexander-Walker. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Lets it go. He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Pass to Antetokounmpo to stop the drought. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. And count it, now 5 for 7.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Here's Antetokounmpo on the mark with the 15-footer. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
Yeah, sometimes even Giannis needs help. The play gets him all the room he needs to strike.
Here's Lyles, still without a bucket. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Calathes. Antetokounmpo outside. What a make! Giannis for 3!
Yeah, his jump shots improve every season. Antetokounmpo's got a great rhythm on his quick release shots.
Pass to Lyles. Outside Barrett. Now here's Murray. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He knocks it. And hold Hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Sakapa.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Looking at the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the Greek Freak, always a great pick for this award because he's so consistent. Gives it.
Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA. Man, is he off to a strong start. And that'll do it for us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Trey Lyles, Jamal Murray out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Murray. Here's Lyles. No points so far. The three, Barrett. He drops it from range.
Yeah, this is what Barrett does best. A talented scorer who keeps things simple on the offensive end.
Here's Calathes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
A good-looking shot from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
And as the leaderboard shows, these teams have really dominated the offensive glass so far this year.
And it's like second chance points have been a constant for both teams. They know how to extend possessions.
Down low. Here's Papanikolaou. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
He can't get that one to fall. Shooting about 56% in this one. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Here's Papanikolaou. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, strong moves from Giannis inside.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Barrett. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 29 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Calathes. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. To the paint. And Dort with the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. So Dort's got 5 points. 5 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. The 11-footer. Barrett can't hit. Barrett's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Papanikolaou. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Murray deciding where to go with it. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fires away from way outside. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 9. And coming up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Antetokounmpo. Clark covers. 16 feet out. Dort grabs the miss. Shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. And he makes it. Clark's gotten his first points in this one.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on him. Counted. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
1:56 left to play in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
On the wing, Murray. Lyles, the pass to Barrett. And here's Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Screen by Olynyk. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Barrett. Great look there, but off target.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant